So one thing that can be helpful to follow up on from our bike fit discussion earlier is how do you set up an indoor spin bike if you're going to do a spin class or if you're going to just do some training on the spin studios in the gyms. So that's often going to be less precise than what you have on a bike that you're taking outdoors on the road or on the trails. But similarly to when you're outdoors, if you're within the window of what's going to work for your body, you'll have a great time not notice the bike. If you're outside that window, you're going to be in for a slightly rougher time. Another big difference is when you get to a spin class, you may not have 10-15 minutes to get yourself dialed in. You may get there, instructor's like, all right, we're starting to warm up. You have 30 seconds to get yourself set up. So let's touch on just some basics that you can hit really quickly when you get to the spin studio or the spin class to just get yourself up and moving. So first one is if you think about seat height, from the pedal to the seat, think about it being roughly your inseam from the top of your thigh down to the bottom of your foot. Not going to be perfect, but it's a good place to start. And I might start out eyeballing it, and then you might go up or down just a couple clicks on the bike from there. Another is the seat forward versus aft, forward versus backward position. One thing I like to do there is, again, this is just eyeballing, tip of the saddle. I found it works well to have it lined up just behind where the crank's attached to the bike. So to the middle of where the pedals are rotating, just behind there, can line up decently well with the tip of your saddle. Another is saddle tip, so nose down versus nose up. For some reason, a lot of gym bikes sit nose up. I'm not really sure why they do this, because I can't think of many people for whom that would work, but that's just a common thing. So very first step is when you get in the studio or the spin room, eyeball the bikes. If you see one that's got a flat saddle or slightly nose down, go straight to that one. They're rarely adjustable, but if they are, try to go for either flat or maybe a little nose down. Again, just general rule of thumb to cover 80-90% of people in a pinch. When you get on the bike and you're just quickly assessing how it feels, as you're pedaling, when you get to the bottom, slight bend in the knee can be comfortable. So not fully locked out. If your knee looks more like this when you're at the bottom, definitely your seat should come up because you feel a lot more strain on your knee or on the front of your thigh potentially. As far as double checking that your forward versus aft position of the saddle is good, when I come up to where my feet are horizontal, I'll look at, and again, this is just personal checks, is my knee out in front of my shoe or is it somehow near the back of my shoe? Or is it sitting somewhere in the front half of the shoe? Maybe if you divide it up into quarters, so 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters, maybe that third quarter, one back from the front can be a good place to be. So a little bit in front of midline. This is, you could almost say, the quick and dirty setup for if you get into a spin studio and you have just a couple of seconds or a minute to get yourself set up. Some things you can look at, some things to bear in mind for getting it comfortable enough that it's not going to get in your way, or that it might even feel pretty good for the hour or hour and a half that you're in class.